as you see, I'm going to break this down into thirds. The two training programs that we offer is exactly what I said. Kind of the awareness program, grain safety awareness, what happens around, not just flowing grain, but if you're at a facility like what's behind us where you're working around grain bins and legs, so we can have conversations and safety programs, but then also that technical training, which is taught by Ohio Fire Academy. That's why you see the two logos up on the top of the truck. This was truly a joint mission between two state agencies, Ohio State University and Ohio Fire Academy.
We have the awareness program and we have the technical training program. And when you really think about those two aspects, what I'm going to talk about is that awareness part, the prevention part of it. I want to prevent you from having an injury or putting you in a situation where they have to come in and do a technical rescue, or they have to come in and do EMS has to come in and work on you because of a severe injury. All right, so keep that in mind. This is the preventative side of it. All right, when Albert gets to talking and we go up top, he's going to talk more about the technical training side of it and that whole rescue part. So keep in mind, I want to prevent it from happening before it even gets to that point. And so we always take a look at things, or at least I always try to take a look at it from the standpoint when it comes to grain handling. The safety aspect starts from the field and works its way all the way in to the grain bin setup and even inside the grain. And so that's how I always take a look at it. But there's a lot of attributes that are the same regardless if you're out in the field with equipment or if you're up here at the grain facility with the equipment. And one thing we always talk about is 0.2 of a second can completely change the rest of your life. We're going to talk about reaction time a little bit. All right, and I'm going to take a couple of you and I want to see how quick you are. All right. Anybody have a late night last night and they're really tired this morning?
Me.
Other than Dr. Jepson?
I don't think we need this.
What I'm going to do, get this uncorked. What I want to do is I want to check your reaction time. All right, just to kind of put it in perspective a little bit. So who wants to be my first volunteer? You got a bashful bunch here, John. So I want you to hold this in your hand, and you're going to hear, hold that, and you're going to hear a sound, okay? When you hear that sound, I want you to smack that pad, okay? .28, okay? One more time, you ready? Yeah, he's awake.
I don't hear the sound.
0.36, okay? Let's kind of put that in perspective a little bit. So some of the hazards that we have to deal with, okay, when we think about it, what's one of the most dangerous parts of the tractor we have to deal with? PTO shaft. Okay? Well, in 0.2 of a second, we can get wrapped up 2 feet into a PTO shaft. Okay? Obviously, it's going to be stronger. You know, there's a lot more horsepower there that we're not going to stop that PTO shaft. We're going to be the ones that are getting wrapped up in it. What if we get distracted? What if we get to that 0.8 of a second? Now we're wrapped up 8 feet. Okay? So now you see what I'm saying, how important it is that 0.2 of a second can completely change the rest of your life.
In, let's see what we had, 2010, I think there was 57 deaths or reported deaths from engulfment in the United States. That age range is like in the 60s on up. And that's why we're trying to get you guys to, think the safety end of it and break that cycle.